This is NextGenWeb.org reporting from Boston, where this week the National Conference of State Legislators are holding their annual meeting. And we're fortunate today to be joined by Dr. Marvin Sirbu, who's a professor of engineering and public policy at the Carnegie Mellon University in Pittsburgh. And we appreciate your time today, sir.
Thank you very much.
Well, we just concluded a panel where you were talking about a study you released on broadband and its importance to the economy. And one of the areas that you were talking about were some cost savings that can be realized through environmental and education and healthcare benefits by those areas that are served by broadband. I was wondering if you could elaborate a bit on those programs.
Well, we've actually focused more on the impacts on businesses and on productivity of firms. And what we find is that many firms are able to enlarge their market reach. There's a small bookstore outside of Pittsburgh that specializes in mystery novels. They're now on the web and are getting orders for mystery novels from all over the world, something that they would never have done if they were restricted to the car and street traffic in Oakmont, Pennsylvania. So it's a tremendous benefit. And similarly, a car repair shop can now go online and find that spare part for a 1972 Chevy that they might not have been able to find before, but can do it because of the online access to information and parts networks. So whether it's access to customers or access to suppliers, broadband can make a big difference for the productivity and efficiency of firms. Well, we certainly see firms making decisions about where to locate based on the availability of broadband. If it's not there, they don't want to be there. They insist on it. And we do see increased use of telecommuting. Companies like JetBlue, their entire customer service workforce works out of their homes. They have broadband connections, they do voice over IP, and there's no need to set them up sitting in a large office room. They can work out of their houses. Yes, our study is the first one to actually look at national economic data at the zip code level, and we were able to show that communities that were early to get broadband at the beginning of this decade showed more rapid economic growth in terms of the number of jobs, the number of establishments, than did those zip codes that were late to get broadband. Yes, when we look at who does use broadband and who doesn't, we find that the elderly, those who are less educated, are less likely to use broadband. And part of it is cost, getting access to computers. Part of it is literacy, and being able to, if you don't read, you're not going to want to read the web. And part of it is just unfamiliarity. And whether it's through senior centers or libraries or community groups, helping people to find out what the internet has to offer may be an important driver. And increasingly, as broadband is coupled in a triple play with video and telephony, we may see firms ending up with broadband because they got to watch television. But now that they have it, they think, well, maybe I'll try and use it and see what it's good for.
Well, Dr. Sirbu, it's an interesting study, and we'll encourage our viewers to check it out on our blog. So thanks for your time today. Great. This is NextGenWeb.org reporting from the NCSL annual meeting in Boston.